So I'll just give you a few hints on the relations between Italy and Germany, and under the special focus of the cultural aspects. Culture represents for Italy and Germany, for their relations, a very important pillar. Italy and Germany have since a very long time regular traditions, exchanges. Many German writers and culture people travel to Italy since very long in the past, and there's still today a very strong fascination in Germany for the Italian culture, for its gastronomy, for its music, architecture, for our landscapes. I have to say that Germans are today the most numerous group visiting Italy every year. It's the first group of nationals visiting Italy. So there's always been a very strong attraction and fascination towards our country. And I must say the contrary is also true. Germany is always been seen in Italy as a model for its very strong attention to quality, which is also what distinguishes our Made in Italy, for instance. The role of the Italian embassy in this particular field is to sustain and to help this mutual fascination to further strengthen itself and to encourage Germans to discover Italy, but Italy as it is today. So our aim is actually to present the new Italy. I must say that still today in the press, in the public opinion, there's still a lot of, you spoke about cliches and stereotypes, which is true. Our aim in this, and I think that public diplomacy, which is one of the themes of this institute, is to let's say to abbattere, I don't know how to say in English. To demolish, bravissima, to demolish these stereotypes and to show that many of these stereotypes are not true. I must say the public opinion in Germany very often doesn't know many things about Italy because they're not important to the public opinion, or simply because they're too technical or not understandable by everybody. For instance, just to name an example, last year during the crisis, European crisis of the Eurozone, many Germans thought that Italy benefited or received actually helps from the European Union and from Germany. This is not true. The contrary is true. Italy helped Greece and other countries to make their way out of the crisis. Many don't know, for instance, that Italy participates with a very strong contingents to solve crises in international theaters. We're one of the strongest contributors to the budget of the United Nations, for instance, in this field. So many aspects that the public opinion ignores. Rather, we always read about, I don't know, Camorra, mafia, or other aspects that probably are also true, but not, let's say, priority for our image. So this is one of the aspects which we try to work on through public diplomacy. The Italian embassy here in Berlin actually carries out action of public diplomacy in many ways. We do, for instance, have a regular dialogue with the press. We have a regular dialogue with universities. We organize events in the embassy just to promote regions that are scarcely known. we noticed that in Germany, Toscana is very popular, but many don't know, for instance, Piemonte or Veneto, which are beautiful regions. And so we try to organize events promoting their gastronomy, their landscapes, their theaters. And I must say, just to say an example about this, we organized last year a very nice event on Torino, which is a magnificent city, but people know only because of Fiat and know because it's a rather industrial city, and it has the image of being, let's say, oldish and not very modern. This is not true. Torino is becoming a very, very modern and young city with a lot of attention towards ecology, towards new means of transport. Torino has developed a very, very intense pista ciclabile. Please help me. That's right. Just to name examples. So this is how our public diplomacy works and what we are trying to do. I must say also that since the theme of today's meeting is immigration, I also want to cite just a few words, want to say a few words on the new immigration here in Germany, which is mainly an immigration made of young people with a lot of creativity. And this also, I think, will help to change the image Germans have about Italians. Because in the past, immigrants here in Germany were mainly identified with people working in the gastronomy sector, for instance, and people who worked in the industrial sector, and not with artists or new professions. And this is becoming today the main, let's say, group of Italians that are coming to Berlin. The embassy helps them in many ways. We have a series of events that try to bring and enhance their talents. We have organized 2 years ago a series that probably many of you know, which is called Italians, and which was a series of collections that we proposed in the embassy from works of young artists that choose to live here in Berlin and to work here in Berlin. This group is actually knowing very large success. I see Elettra Di Salvo in the first row, which will probably say a few words about them later on. And so this is how we help young Italians who come to Berlin to invest in their new homeland. We hope that, of course, many of them will have success. I must say that many of them, unfortunately, go back home, probably because they haven't found here in Berlin what they were looking for. And probably they go home with, let's say, with a stronger sense of what they really are looking for. This is our hope, and we hope that actually everybody finds its own way. I think that many Italians that come to Berlin are becoming successful. We hear about a lot of success stories of Italians, and young Italians work in many blogs, press, galleries, and you will have a few examples later on. So I leave to them the floor, and I thank the ICD for having given us the opportunity to present a little bit, just in pills, what we do. Thank you.